BYU-Idaho and the University of Idaho have joined up to provide laboratory research internships for students on the University of Idaho campus in Moscow. Lab research is a great capstone experience for any college student.
So I think doing a research internship is very critical to your overall education because, in fact, I believe it is the pivotal educational experience for someone in the sciences. The kinds of skills that you learn start with very basic information about organizing your day, learning to be careful at each step in an experiment, running the right controls, thinking about what the right controls would be, learning to design the kind of experiment where the results will give you information no matter what the results are. You also learn great interpersonal skills because you have to get along with the other people in the laboratory. You get to interact with a great diversity of individuals.
I think it's important for an undergraduate to have a research experience because it's the main opportunity for them to really focus their interests and integrate what they've learned in the classroom with a real-life situation and understand where all the information that's in those textbooks comes from. And it's also a huge opportunity for them to find out if they're interested in research as a career. A student can come into my lab almost at any time during their undergraduate degree, but it is most helpful if they have had a few classes in chemistry because we do actually make solutions and have to calculate molarity.
So some of the skills that I look for in students that would come into my research program are basic math skills, so math classes, basic biology and chemistry classes, and I look to see that the student has good grades in those courses, but they don't necessarily have to be straight A's. Very often it's not necessarily the straight A student that is so good at the laboratory bench. So I look for students who are curious, students who are hardworking, students who have high ethics, students who are honest and will actually share the real results that they got at the lab bench.
The fears and concerns I had upon first applying to this internship were about the research that I would be undertaking. Is it going to be something that's going to be completely over my head? And another one was, am I going to be working with people who are nice and who are cordial, or am I going to be stuck in some environment where I'll feel like I'm some foreign entity of some sort?
Yeah, my main concern is just remembering the materials that I've learned even a year or two ago in other chemistry classes that I haven't thought about since then. So I'd be concerned if I got a project where I didn't know where to go with it or didn't know how to solve a problem.
I think it's very important that students understand that we have a week-long training program here, at least a week. Their entire experience here is really a learning experience. And we would never ask a student to do anything that we don't show them ourselves. That would be essentially unsafe. So we do like that a student have undergraduate organic chemistry laboratory experience, but we will teach and reteach all of those skills. And all of our senior students participate in the education. Now, I do like students who are good with their hands, students who are not terribly clumsy or absent-minded, students who can focus and have a decent attention span.
A student who joins the laboratory as an undergraduate will most likely be teamed up with someone already in the lab and with experience and with an interesting project. And this could be a graduate student, it could be a postdoctoral fellow, it could be my technician, or it could be a more senior undergraduate student. And then the two will work as a team And ultimately, it's nice if the new undergraduate ends up with a more independent project. They may start out working with the other student on a sub-project and eventually become independent.
We would not ask somebody to do anything in a lab that they're not comfortable doing and that we haven't shown them how to do. I think a realistic fear, and I think a healthy fear, would be a fear of doing something unsafe by accident. And I think that is a very important thing to be aware of, that the lab can be a dangerous place. And I like students to be concerned in here and be cautious so that when they're not absolutely certain that combining two compounds, for example, is safe, that they don't do it without asking somebody first.
So what I tell students is to get as many experiences as you can during your undergraduate years. Now sometimes that's hard because if you have declared a major, then they kind of own you and you don't have many free credits. But you should try to get as many experiences as you can as an undergraduate, and then don't be afraid to go with your gut.
The best part of my job is when someone in the lab makes a really astonishing discovery. And a lot of times these are discoveries that are completely unanticipated. They're serendipitous. And that is what makes research so rewarding.
Students may earn college credit by completing a research internship on the University of Idaho campus. Currently, lab research is available in the departments of biology, chemistry, ecology, geology, food science, and animal science. Students live for 1 semester in an apartment within walking distance of the college campus. They work in a lab 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. They also attend the LDS Singles Ward and Institute program in Moscow, where they serve in callings and have weekly activities with other students. This program is available during each of the 3 tracks, and applications are now being accepted for next semester.
You may be majoring in something biomedical and you do an internship, and you know, at the end of the day, you decide that you don't really like it. That is an okay outcome also. I think your ultimate goal in life to be happy is to find your work. And by that I mean find your passion. Find something that you enjoy doing. And the way you're going to find that as an undergraduate is to have as many experiences as possible.
Why not give it a try?